If there's one thing us humans can agree on, I think it's this. Tacos are amazing. I mean, you could put almost anything inside a tortilla, fold it up, and then gobble it up. Whether it's beef, chicken, fish, eggs, or even vegetables, there's a taco for you. But what about our dogs? If only dogs could get in on all this deliciousness. Well, they can. I'm the Barking Good Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make dog-friendly tacos that your best friend is going to devour. Ready to make some tacos, Bronco? So today I'm going to show you how to make beef tacos for dogs and chicken tacos for dogs, but I want you to use these recipes only as a starting point and a guide. You can easily adapt these for turkey, fish, eggs, heck, even vegetables. You can use corn tortillas or flour tortillas, whichever you like. Oh, and don't worry, your dog's snout and tail aren't going to catch fire after eating these because unlike a taco that you and I might enjoy, there's not going to be any spices, any peppers, anything like that. These are going to be plain but absolutely delicious for your dogs. Let's start with the beef, and for this I'm using some ground beef, and I've also got some fresh spinach that we will add to give it extra nutrients and flavor. So let's go over to the stove and put this together. I've got a 10-inch saute pan just heating over medium here, and all we're gonna do is just brown and cook some ground beef. So depending on the fat of your beef, you may or may not even need some oil. This is relatively lean. This is 85-15. So I'm gonna put a little bit of vegetable oil just on the bottom of this pan so that it doesn't stick. But we are just gonna plop this in here, just like that. And all we're gonna do is just break this up. We are going to brown and cook this. This is just gonna take a few minutes, and then when it is just a few minutes from being done, then we'll add the spinach. It's only been about 5 minutes. The meat is almost cooked through. There's just a little bit of pink in there. Now it is time to add the spinach. Now I know this looks like a lot of spinach. This is a big bowl full of spinach, but if you've ever cooked spinach before, you know it shrinks like a frightened turtle. So we're just gonna dump all this in here, just like that. And then we're just going to cover our pan. We're gonna turn this heat to a little bit low and just let this spinach wilt and shrink. Then we'll give it one more mix and our beef and spinach taco mixture will be ready. And my dog is already salivating. Okay, it's been just a few more minutes and the spinach has really just kind of wilted down there. So carefully remove the lid. And now what we'll do is just kind of move all this around, make sure this spinach is nice and well incorporated into this meat. And suddenly we have a beautiful pan of beef and spinach that we are going to put into a tortilla later and serve to our dogs. For now, we're gonna let this cool. We'll move on to the chicken. For the chicken portion of our chicken tacos for dogs, I am using thin cut chicken breast. By all means, you can use a different cut. You could use something like a thigh, but I think breast is easiest. And what we're gonna do is we are just going to simmer this. So I'm just going to put a few pieces here right in a pot, just like this. You can use however many your pot will fit. We'll do all 4 here. And to bulk up the nutrient factor and the color and to give it a little bit of crunch, I'm gonna add some nice cut up carrots. So we'll just dump this in a pot. We will fill it with water and then we will just simmer it until everything is done. How easy is that? If you've ever made homemade chicken soup before, this should look very familiar to you. And well, if you haven't, this is basically how you make chicken soup. You just fill a pot with some cool water. You start it over a medium flame. You know you have some carrots, celery, whatever. In this case, we're just going to do carrots. And we are just going to bring this up to a simmer. We are going to put a lid at a tilt and we are just going to cook this until the chicken is done. This has been simmering for about 25 minutes. I just checked the temperature. You want it to be 165 degrees or more. We are certainly there. So check this out. We have this beautiful pot of simmered chicken and carrots. I am going to extract the chicken and the carrots. I'll set it in a side dish. We'll shred it up later and make sure you save that broth. You're gonna love it for soups, your dogs are gonna love it, but don't throw away that broth. That is delicious in itself. And here we are, fiesta time. We have a big plate of simmered chicken and carrots and a big bowl of ground beef and spinach, and that's what we're gonna use for the filling for these tacos. I've let these cool to about lukewarm, so let's fill these guys up. I'm using flour tortillas here. Again, you can use corn, or you could even use those crispy taco shells if you want to do it that way. So we'll make one of these with beef, and we'll do the other with some of this beautiful tender chicken and carrots. I mean, my mouth is watery just looking at this. And in reality, this is all human grade food. That's what this channel is all about, is helping you make human grade food for your dog. So, I mean, you could easily adapt this to yourself with just a few spices and whatnot. Okay, so what's a taco without a few toppings? And for this, we're gonna do a little bit of cottage cheese right on top. You can consider this the cheese factor. And again, we're not doing anything spicy for dogs, but we do want a little bit of condiment. So instead of salsa, I'm gonna use just a little bit of ketchup. We're just gonna kind of dribble this on, just like this. And boom, we have some tacos for dogs. Okay, so no, I don't expect your dog to do the old tilt and eat the taco thing. So what I've done is I have cut these up into more manageable pieces. Hey, let's see if the dogs agree that tacos are amazing. Okay, suffice to say, the dogs absolutely loved it. They are still like licking the floor. I hope your dogs love this recipe too. And again, adapt it as you want. Feed them their favorite meat, feed them their favorite whatever vegetable. Put it in a tortilla, chop it up. I think they're gonna love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm the Barking Good Chef. Until next time, all the best to you and your dog.